Alright, I'm going to do some dock on the panel. Now, looks pretty good from this face, from this side of it. I have it kind of floating on a roll of duct tape there, so that's what's going on. That's the driver PCB. Alright, so I have the three 7-segment LED displays. Those are just things from SparkFun. They're driven off SPI. One's red, one's green, one's blue. Part of the reason these were chosen is because I drive a Jeep and there's not a whole lot of room interior to mount a fancier display. Wanted the readability, plus I kind of like the way they look. So there's a CCD cell. These cutouts are for the radio, the large cutouts for the radio face, and this cutout is for the latch that locks this whole box together. So this is the replacement faceplate for the radio box, which I have described on my blog. These are RGB LEDs, and these are chrome push button switches. This one's momentary, the other three are latching. Again, there's illumination, red, green, and then blue. This is just a toggle switch and a rotary encoder. So those are the UI elements. And on the back side, it doesn't look so good. But it's all been held down with glue. So the CCD cell ran along this board here. Those were all, as you can see, just wired with ribbon cable that I spliced apart. Did a reasonable job keeping it contained. This part of the radio box, there's a vacancy and there's a void behind the panel, so this is all going to fit. There are resistors in line with those LEDs. Over here, all those LEDs, RGB on each LED, so 3 times 4. You got 12 plus the 3 for the push buttons. Comes out to 15 LEDs, and I'm driving all of those off of a 16-bit shift register I've constructed from 74 HCT 595s. That PCB is mounted. It's gonna come out real badly, but it's glued. The edge is glued to the back of that rotary encoder. These pins are all bound up like that as spares. There's one more thing that I'm going to add, and it's the Hall effect sensor at the bottom corner, so I can easily detect when the lid is closed. So all of those things share all of the 7-seg displays share all of their lines except for the chip select. So that made wiring those kind of convenient. You see the chip select pins run along the bottom, and all of the power and SPI lines run along the top. So there's a resistor ladder on each of those push buttons. So it's going to be real hard to see, but there's a resistor buried in there. There's a resistor buried between each of those push buttons, and all of this is broken out to a 26-pin IDC header. Let's let it run.